Hi guys, I've had this question asked more times than I can begin to kind of respond to, but I just want to quickly explain my luggage setup. Under here, see that bar there? That's the standard Honda luggage rack mount, which is what, in inches, about 10 inches, I don't really know, I think 200 millimeters wide, and comes to there where my hand is. And what I've done, what I found with the luggage is that because it's so narrow, I found that my luggage going on it horizontally was bending. So what I've done is I put this is just a kitchen chopping block, the biggest one I could find. I think it's 22 inches by 18. I bought it in Walmart. It was fairly cheap. The rack mount, the straps I've got here, which is the Green Chili Adventure gear. So what I've done on the chopping block is marked out where the bars were running on the rack underneath and bought some hose clips, clipped it all in. Then also cut some slots here to allow the straps to go in, out and in under, just to give it a second level of security to keeping the block on. Aside from that, I've got a charging mount attached to the bracket there, and I've got my tire levers cable tied into the rack underneath. Things I don't use that often. If I need it, I'll just cut the cable ties. I've got more with me. Here I've got my tool tube. I had this piece of metal and this piece of metal fabricated at Mark Gunnarson's house, and then at another point I had another plate put in under here. And I can't see what I'm doing there, but something like there. And I put some of these hose clamps on. I had an accident here, you can see that bit all came off, put some fiberglass on it, repaired it, works good. Right, so that's that, the Green Chili Adventure gear. Now what I found was I had the buckles here and here to attach luggage, but I was wasting all of this space of the rack that I could be using for my luggage. So I put the straps on underneath and comes up. It buys me about 3 inches of seat space backwards. I've got one of these elasticated buckles with the 2 loops. Now that's pretty much my margin of where one bag ends, another bag starts. At the front I've got my Endurostand Sandstorm 2S, which I was donated by Black Dog's Cycle Works to test out. I love it, I think it's great. I'm not saying that because it was given to me, but I genuinely think it's a good piece of kit. They say it's 100% waterproof. I can tell you it's not. It is very good in most rain, not heavy rain. Just a thing that you have to roll with. I haven't found many zippable products that can be waterproof. Just saying. But it is really good, really convenient. I can get my SLR cameras there. I've got the Joby there, I've got some pills, charging systems, headlamp, and all the cables I need for charging. At the front, this is what I used in Africa as a tank bag. It is not waterproof. It's a Krieger 3 litre called the US5. So it's 5 litre. I don't believe it is. I used it in Africa. It's just really fiddly trying to open this up to get to your things, and it just wasn't a very good format for having on your tank. This is the tank bag mount bracket thing, and I've just adapted it to fit on the mud guard, and I just put pretty much my sockets in there, a few Allen keys, my Allen keys, and a few bike spares in there. Moving on to luggage, what I do, I've got this That's a 20-litre day sack by Overboard. Don't think you can buy it in the US, but it's pretty good and very cheap. Works really well, and I rate it quite highly for most of my daily endeavours. I then mount this C-Line, I think it's a 40-litre. Yep, C-Line Baja bag, 40 litres. It is it's okay, it's a good bag. I wouldn't say it's the best. So I put that there, and then I strap this strap over through the D-link and back to the buckle. I then use my this is an Ortlieb 50-litre duffel bag. I think this is far superior to the C-Line. My opinion, it's open to debate because it's fully subjective. Anyhow, I prefer this. It's fully waterproof, it's built more sturdy, and what I find I like about it is that I can open it up from here and I can get into every part of the bag quickly, which makes it so much easier than top loading from that bag. And that's my luggage setup really. I carry a spare bottle. I don't actually have it full. I don't need to carry a full bag. I don't need rotor packs, fuel bladders and yada yada yada. This isn't that kind of adventure. This is just day-to-day living. There are occasions where I need an extra litre and a half, and that comes in handy. But I'm not going to carry a litre and a half of water to go stale on me. So that's that. And that's pretty much it. Once the Ortlieb is to there, gives me a good, it gives me about 3 inches of movement on the saddle. So I can move around, well, maybe a bit more than 3 inches, but it's a fairly good setup. But I don't think it's the best. I personally think what would be better if I lost one of these bags, and that would make my life heaven. So currently I am carrying a little bit too much still. Originally I had 2 of these Baja bags, one on either side, and first I had them horizontal, then I had them vertical, and then I tried having one long ways and then another one that way, and then a backpack on top, and then I've tried so many combinations. This is currently my 5th iteration, I think, of my luggage, and for the moment this is probably the best. This also works as a nice tabletop for me, but it's not to say that I should have 2 bags. I think I should honestly only have 1. So I'm currently debating what I'm getting rid of at the moment, and I want to enjoy the next 3 months in the US with as little luggage as possible. Thank you for watching. Bye.